bees.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Junior, aka Smoking Guns, out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Fight Club, giving you the latest content in boxing and MMA news that is out. So tonight's video, we are going to be talking about the homie Demetrius Andrade, and it's coming out in BoxingNews24.com, where it states Eddie Hearn talks Demetrius Andrade facing Triple G or Canelo versus Jacobs winner. Quote, and in the rest of this article, it goes on to state, Matchroom promoter Eddie Hearn has high hopes of his fighter, WBO middleweight champion Demetrius Andrade, fighting Gennady Golovkin or the winner of the Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Danny Jacobs fight, which will be taking place on May 4th. Hearn sees Andrade as being in a good position to get one of those two fights against Golovkin if he signs with DAZN and agrees to it, or the Canelo Jacobs winner. It also goes on to state in the article, Hearn wants Andrade to face either the winner of Canelo Jacobs or Triple G next. If Hearn can't get any of those guys to fight Andrade, then he's talking about matching him up against former world title challenger Selecki, as long as he wins his next match against the well-respected journeyman Gabriel Rosado in their 10-round fight next month on March 15th at the Liacouras Center in Philadelphia. This is one of Hearn's cards. He was impressed with the way that Selecki fought Jacobs last April and losing a 12-round unanimous decision in a fight that was much closer than the scorecards handed in by two of the judges that worked the fight, who scored it 116-111 and 117-110 for Jacobs. The third judge scored it 115-112. Boxing News 24 had Jacobs winning by 2 points. He barely won the fight, and he didn't look impressive in the least. The fight took place in Jacobs' backyard at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The WBO has already moved former IBF, IBO, WBA, WBC middleweight champion Golovkin into the #1 spot as the top contender for Andrade's WBO belt. The sanctioning is expected to order the Andrade versus Golovkin fight any day now. Hearn wonders whether Golovkin will take the fight with Andrade when the WBO does make the move to order the fight. Hearn says he would love that fight. He thinks Triple G has perhaps 2 or 3 years left in his career before he's finished as a fighter. Hearn points out that Triple G hasn't had that many hard fights during his 13-year pro career. He considers Triple G's recent loss to Canelo Alvarez last September as one of his hard fights in which he took a lot of punishment. Canelo took a lot of punishing blows as well, but he's younger at 28 and has more time left on the clock. Quote, now, with this article coming out, I think it's really interesting to see that Hearn is trying to set up Demetrius Andrade with one of these guys, especially with the talks of Billy Joe Saunders going up to 168 pounds to fight for the 168-pound WBO title, because at first it was mandated that that fight was going to take place, and now with Billy Joe Saunders out of the equation, it's really good to see that they are probably going to mandate Triple G to be able to fight Demetrius Andrade for that 160-pound WBO title. So with Hearn trying to set up either that fight or the winner of Canelo versus Jacobs, both of those would be some really badass fights. And even if either one of those fights wasn't able to take place, with him being able to match up Andrade with a guy like Selecki, that would also be a really good fight to have under Andrade's belt. But hopefully, I'm thinking that the fans would really want to see a fight with either Triple G or the winner of Canelo versus Jacobs, because having a fight with Triple G and having a name like that under your resume, or having that name under your belt, dude, that would really boost up a dude like Demetrius Andrade. Or even if he was able to get a unification match with the winner of Canelo and Daniel Jacobs, that would be even better, because I think we all know that a unification match would pretty much trump any kind of mandatory if Triple G was to be mandated to be able to fight for that WBO title. So hopefully one of those two fights would be able to get made, and hopefully they would be able to get a guy like Triple G under that stable, just for the simple fact is it does seem like DAZN has all of these top middleweights that are fighting under their banner. And there was a lot of talks that Triple G was talking to PBC, ESPN, and so forth, but it already looks like ESPN has cut off Triple G, just for the simple fact is it's come out recently in an article that ESPN is no longer in talks with Triple G just because of the attitude that he's had, and they're not willing to put up with that. So with them not willing to put up with his attitude, he's already starting to burn bridges right now, and he's only going to be leaving a few other networks that are going to want to deal with him in the negotiations. So with PBC and DAZN left out there willing to negotiate with him, you can already see that it's a 50-50 chance that he probably will end up on his own. But if that's not the case, then hopefully Demetrius Andrade can get a fight with the Canelo Daniel Jacobs winner. And if not, he can still be able to get a top-notch match with the guy like Sulecki. And hopefully after that, maybe he can get a unification with the winner of Daniel Jacobs or Canelo Alvarez, whichever one wins that fight. And hopefully we can be able to see Demetrius Andrade get some better fights and hopefully be able to see him in a unification match in that damn middleweight division. All right, you guys. So I hope you guys like the video. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any kind of questions, any kind of comments, hit me up in the comment section and I'll be sure to hit you guys up. All right. So I hope you like the video. Holla at your boy.